I want to touch on a few subjects, and it's those 3 weeks were dreadful in terms of the passing of artists from fans of my generation. So we had DMX passing by. Yesterday was the day it was. I was watching the. It made me emotional watching. You know, it made me emotional watching him on this. I think it was a little too much, but I mean, it's DMX. It's like that's the streets. But it was beautiful to see like all the bikes, all the Rough Riders, and him on the casket on this huge truck, and then everybody behind him, and yeah, he was it shows you how much he was a hero for the people, and a lot of people grew up to his music. He was an amazing artist who made like his first two albums went like platinum the same year. He just released like back to back two amazing albums, and I mean, such an amazing artist. And then the week after, it was Black Rob who passed away, and another hip hop artist that, I mean, sadly, he really had like this one hit called Whoa. And then 20 years passed. Hi, Manu. 20 years passed, and I mean, nobody heard from him. And then just before DMX passed away, he appeared with the what up, distant shadow. He appeared on a hospital bed, and then he passed as well. And strangely, I mean, not strangely, because this is the internet, but for some reason everybody start blaming Diddy for the health problem of I mean, and for the fact that he was basically homeless and etc. And there was this thing where everybody was like, you should do something. Why you not doing something? Why you not reaching out? Blah, 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 blah. And me, I was like, if all these people who are pointing fingers, if all these people who were pointing fingers to Diddy, 100,000 people, let's say, instead of blaming somebody for things you don't know nothing about, if all of you gave $5, since you have all this time and all this blame to do, if all the community gave $5 to a GoFundMe, that would be that would be 500K. And that's my problem with this generation and people in general. When things happen, they look for people to blame. They need to go on social media, post comments, go on your thing, send you threats and stuff, and they don't do shit. All they do is blame you. They need to just come and talk, and a week later they're blaming somebody else for something that has nothing to do, and they just moved on to the next story. That's the sad thing about these times. In these times, people, all they know is blaming. That's all they know. Blame. And it made me think about, I know that Diddy reached out to Black Rob. They talked, they made amends. I don't know if if there was a possibility to save him or not. Um, I don't know. All I know is that at a point, yeah, he passed away. But he made me think of the people I don't talk to anymore and people that I worked with. I worked with a lot of artists, and some people are traders. Some people, they waited for me. I'm not comparing myself to this situation, but hear me out. Some people that I've worked with and to who I gave a lot of my time, my energy, the time that I could have been with my kid, my family, and maybe relationship that I could not finish because of, because of being a workaholic and women being like, I can't. I gave my time to some people. Some people that had talent but zero career in their life. And then I showed them how to dress. I showed them how to sing better. I gave them beats. I produced projects for them that they could never do after me, right? And soon as they reach success, some of them, they just start hearing the sirens of the hyenas, because the hyenas, they wait for you to do the work and then they come. I can take you to the moon, I can take you to the sun, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Respect to Kaysha, but blah, 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 blah. And artists, because artists are emotional, some people, everything is working, everything is fine, project is fine, we are about to work on the second album, but then motherfuckers came from nowhere and they just start talking in their ears. And a lot of people, they don't like the language of people like me, because I'm very frank. I tell you the truth. I tell you what it is and how it is. And you cannot win against the people who just come and talk, right? So, yeah, I got a few artists that I have nobody that I might have like two or three people that I don't talk to and I don't want to talk to, and I don't care if we ever sit down, because I just moved on with my life, right? But those are people that I put on the map, right? And that until today, people come they come comment on their video clip on my YouTube channels. Oh, where is she? Or where is he? What are they doing? Like, why don't you do a new album with them? Oh, come on. Like, I heard their project. It's not great. Please come. We love these artists. Come and do something, Kaysha. You have to save their career. And me in my head, I'm like, no way I'm talking to that bitch. You see what I mean? And it's not a question of life or death like Black Rob, but this is what people don't understand when they do all these comments. They have no idea what is going on between you and the people. And trust me, like, some people I haven't talked to for 10 years. And maybe I will never talk to them again. And some people, I haven't talked to them since 2004. And I hope I never talk to them again, ever. Because they are devils. Some people... Listen, I got a guy who stole 100,000 euros from me. You think I want to talk to that person? And then he threatened me, etc., etc. I told you that story. If somebody tell me like, he's very sick and he's in his deathbed, blah 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 blah, and I would be like, well, listen, I hope he makes it. But if people start telling me, yo, do something, I would be like, that's a stranger to me. I don't know that person. I will send good energy, but that's it. Now, if that person, in the end, they want to talk to me, and I want to leave this earth with knowing that at least I said I'm sorry for what I did, and I'm in peace with that. Yeah, I will have the conversation. I'll be like, okay, thank you for finally recognizing the wrong you did. But you see what I mean is that most people on the internet, they do comments, and they comment on situations not knowing what is the real situation, first of all. And second of all, like if themselves have no problems, like if themselves, they don't have people that they don't talk to, they don't have, family members that they hate, etc., etc. And people just come and they just go on the internet and then blame people. So yeah, that's when I was like, come on guys, like, yeah, maybe, of course, like bad contracts, etc. This exists as well. I'm not defending one person or the other. I'm just saying that the internet loves to come and arrive in the middle of situations that they don't know, and they just come and comment. I had a comment on the video of an artist that I don't work anymore because, yeah, she's one of these people. They wait for you, like they tell you that, without you, I would never be here, blah, 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 blah. And soon as it works, they just start talking to the next people. And then they go to the next people, and then instead of doing an album, something with the next people, they just do one single, and then they don't do nothing anymore. And to me, it's something where, it makes me sad when I work with somebody, I create a whole universe for them, a beginning of a personality. I help them find their voice. And I know it's something that will evolve, of course, but I help them find the beginning of where they want to go. And soon as they think they made it, when I'm like, hey, it's just the first step, you still have 1,000 steps to go. But soon as they feel like they made it, they just forget where they came from. And then and then the worst part is that if they leave you, but then they explode and they do 10 times what they would have done with you, then I'm like, all right, listen, yeah, I have to recognize that, yeah, it was the right choice. Or if soon as when they want to leave, they have somebody who come and they say, hey, listen, we want to buy the contract, we want to, we think we can take her there, and we want to do this, please let her go, and we will give you 4% of the money we will make. You do a contract, yeah, you just sign the contract and you let them go. This is how it's business after all. But people, they like to, make it personal. They like to start insulting you in the back, etc., etc. So this girl, her videos, all the videos of all the artists I produce are on my YouTube channel. So I see the comment. And yeah, somebody comes in the video 2 days ago, and she's like, oh, come on, you have to bring this girl back. Do something. I've been hearing her last singles. It's crap. Do something. And me, I'm like, if only you knew. Yeah, so yeah, rest in peace DMX, and rest in peace Black Rob. And then if it was not enough, then you had Shock G, man. Like,